The receiver has been designed to be positioned to the rear of the helmet and secured in place using the Duotech adhesive pads provided. First, decide on the best position for the receiver by offering it up to the helmet. Before applying the receiver to the helmet, it is recommended that the Duotech adhesive pads are gently heated with a hairdryer until the material is easily pliable and the adhesive tacky. The rear of the helmet can also be heated gently at this stage. Once done, the protective backing on the Duotech pads can be removed and the receiver attached to the helmet. Apply pressure to ensure best possible adhesion. Now move on to fitting the camera, as the Duotech pads will need to be left to cure for a minimum of 30 minutes. Full curing will be achieved in about 60 to 90 minutes. If required at any time, the Duotech pads can be removed by gently heating them and then peeling them away from the helmet. Decide whether the camera should be mounted on the left or right, bearing in mind it should not touch any part of the motorcycle or be in direct line of the exhaust, as this will cause damage to the camera. The slide bar can be attached to the camera mounting bracket in 3 positions: top, middle, or bottom. This applies to both sides of the bracket. Select the most appropriate position depending on where the camera will be located, and lightly tighten the bolts. The slide bar should move in and out at this stage and allow for further adjustments later. Position the camera mounting bracket, ensuring the number plate fixing holes are aligned. Replace the number plate over the camera mounting bracket, again ensuring the fixing holes are aligned. Tighten up the fixing bolts, double checking that the gap between the camera and number plate is still approximately 5 mm. At this stage, it should be possible to rotate the camera so that further adjustments can be made once it's been connected to the motorcycle battery and powered up. Rotate the camera so it's facing slightly upwards. Lift the motorcycle seat and locate the battery terminals. Now, run the cable from the rear of the camera into the motorcycle battery compartment area, positioning it in such a way that it will not be trapped once the seat is replaced. The multi-use cable fixings can be used to secure the cable along its length, so that the camera can easily be removed and refitted if necessary. Loosen the positive and negative terminals on the motorcycle battery, then fit the corresponding terminals from the battery cable and tighten. Connect the battery cable to the camera cable. The ignition does not control the power to the camera. It turns off after the motorcycle is static for more than 3 minutes. And the camera goes into sleep mode and will wake up again when the motorcycle is moved. The camera will now be powered up. The Zona logo will be illuminated red. This indicates that the camera is not level and needs further adjustment. To adjust the camera, slowly rotate in a downwards direction until the Zona logo changes from red to green. The green illumination indicates that the camera is in the correct position. To secure the camera in place, tighten the fixing bolt. The USB memory stick can now be connected to the USB connector on the camera cable. This captures continuous loop recordings from the camera. With the camera connected to the motorcycle battery, the seat can now be replaced. Remember to check that the cable is not trapped in any way. Next, locate the best entry point within the lining of the helmet. This will be used to thread the display through, so that it can be positioned to the front of the helmet. Before doing this, decide whether you would like the display to be positioned on the left or right-hand side. This is completely down to personal preference. With the display now at the front of the helmet, click the cheek pad or any other fittings over if necessary. There are additional Duotech adhesive pads provided should you wish to secure the display in place. Switch on the receiver by briefly pressing the power button. The logo will illuminate. Now put the helmet on. and adjust the display so that it's in a comfortable position. Ensure it's out of your forward sight, but within your peripheral vision. Once in place, it ought to feel comfortable to glance into the display. Move the motorcycle to wake up the camera. Switch on the receiver by briefly pressing the power button. The logo will illuminate. Put on the helmet, ensuring you can see the view being wirelessly transmitted from the rear camera. If necessary, small adjustments can be made to the display position to optimize ease of view. With the camera, receiver, and display all synchronized, you are ready to ride.